Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business.
Are you an innovative entrepreneur or business owner ready to embrace the future of business transformation?
The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and it's crucial to adapt and pivot towards success in this dynamic landscape. At the Hello LLC, we are dedicated to guiding you through this transformative journey, offering a comprehensive suite of services that extend beyond the metaverse and 3D immersive experiences.
Our mission is to empower businesses and brands by assisting them in building, branding, systemizing, and automating their operations. We specialize in steering businesses from a two-dimensional existence to a thriving three-dimensional presence, where opportunities abound.
We help businesses harness the power of technology to work smarter, not harder, enabling them to operate efficiently and stay ahead of the curve. Our diverse range of services includes:
Our Biz in a Box is a complete business solution package designed to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey. From strategic planning to digital infrastructure, we've got you covered. Your one app, one tap solution.
Our Motion Work AI videos transform your brand storytelling with our cutting-edge AI-driven video production, captivating your audience like never before.
Our 3D VR environments will step you into the future of immersive experiences. With our custom 3D virtual reality environments that engage and captivate your customers.
Lastly, in our Pivot membership program, we offer tailored guidance and support to either show you, teach you, or take care of the transformation process for you.
According to a 2023 study by Fundera, a staggering 28% of small businesses in the United States do not have an online presence. This statistic underscores the importance of embracing digital transformation. Having a website is more than just an online presence, it's a gateway to unlocking numerous benefits, including reaching a broader audience, showcasing your products or services, generating leads and sales, establishing trust, providing customer support, and maintaining competitiveness within your industry.
The Hello LLC is committed to helping you excel in all these aspects of modern business, not just limited to the metaverse alone.
Why should you choose the Hello LLC to navigate this transformational journey?
By partnering with us and harnessing cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, reduce operational costs, and enhance brand recognition, all while working with a company that holds integrity in high regard. Our commitment to ethical and principled business practices ensures that your journey towards success is not only innovative, it is also firmly rooted in trust and transparency.
Don't wait. Take the first step towards a brighter business future. Contact us today to explore how we can support you in developing a remarkable digital presence and immersive experience that will leave a lasting impression.
Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the HeyTie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to HAYTI.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie,
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserve. And everyone was happy.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaugh, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaugh explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
you need to be messaging and communicating to a lot more folks and getting them committed to you as a brand and feeling that you are trustworthy, as a subject matter expert, and for their needs and their pain points. That says, look, here are my pain points. Here's the problem that I have that I don't want, or the benefit that I want that I don't have. And Grant and Sydney understand that and are giving me information to be able to assist, in my eliminating those pain points.
You're going to get a lot out of this workshop. We're going to show you ways that you can begin to look at this particular problem, that you can apply different formulas, techniques, and skills. They're going to get you to that next level. And then you'll understand the value that we're bringing.
The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics are essential platforms for Black business owners globally. They provide the tools and support you need to succeed in today's competitive marketplace. Join us today as we collaborate together with businesses from around the world to support our children, students, and young future entrepreneurs, Black businesses, and corporations. We raise funds for students going to college and young entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be business owners, and we invite you to be a contributor today. Visit the website www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to connect with and learn more about how the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics can help you not only share your amazing business story to businesses, but also serve future generations. Hello, my name is David Jones, CEO and co-founder of the Hello LLC, where we help businesses build a culture, brand and experience, and leverage technology to pivot into Web3. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into Roku, Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Spotify, Twitch, and Google Podcasts. Tune in, turn on, and let's thrive.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
And good evening, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is David Jones, CEO of the Hello LLC. And if you don't know, Hello stands for Helping Entrepreneurs Leverage Leading Edge Optimizations. And in all, it's helping everyone live life optimally. And I'm your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. And the Black Business Network is a 24/7 business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and forward thought world leaders. And we have speakers from all around the world, from London, from Singapore, from Africa, from Japan, from North Carolina, from Chicago, from New York, from Los Angeles, cities all around the United States. And I myself am coming to you live from Guanajuato, Mexico. As you can see the amazing sun coming through. Don't know where you are. It's probably a little chilly. Not here, my friends. But even more importantly, we want you guys all to come and join us in the Hello Plaza that is in the metaverse. Yes, the metaverse, the third generation of the internet that you can join right now through your cell phone, through your laptop, through your iPad, or, even if you have the new VR headsets, and you guys know those Apple Vision Pros are coming out February 2nd. So it's time to understand the metaverse is here, my friends. And without further ado, I have an amazing gentleman that is going to come to you guys and bring to you amazing information. This gentleman is Sidney Wormsby. He is an experienced business executive. He has his own business for the last 10 years. I've had the privilege of working with him as well, with solutions with results. Not only that, he's helping others implement strategic solutions in their business and their enterprise, whatever that might be. And not only that, he has a new product development of the Six Sigma and total quality management techniques that he's definitely bringing to the forefront. And even more importantly, I want you guys to understand, this young man has worked with companies in positions in the higher up with JP Morgan, Pepsi, Citigroup Bank. And, his mission is really to set clear objectives and inspire high levels of performance from us all. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to Mr. Sidney Wormsby. How you doing today, sir?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, brother. How are you doing today?
I can't complain. It's not as warm here as it is where you are, so I can't have that. But I got my health. I can feel the cold, so I guess it's okay.
That's all that matters, brother. Well, hey, Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
All right. Well, depending on where you're tuning in from, good morning or good afternoon or good evening. I first want to thank you for the privilege of speaking with you today. I truly appreciate you being generous with your time to listen to the information I plan to share. My name, as David said, is Sidney Wormsby, and I'm a business growth and improvement guide. I'm the founder and owner of Strategic Solutions and also the company Huertas e Decus, which is Latin for excellence and distinction. What I look to bring to organizations through their execution to distinguish them from the rest of their competitors. We provide solutions with results to both small and mid-sized businesses that typically will double their revenues and profits, usually in about 12 months or less. And I use the word guide in my title because I intentionally and specifically, strategically focus on implementation rather than most consultants doing, more just advising. I look to get involved with my clients, in the implementation of the solutions that we help them, create and identify. So we're very hands-on with that. We're present with them throughout their growth journey, guiding them all along the way as to the right path to take to get to their desired destination. So for all the businesses out there right now, it's the beginning of a new calendar year. For some of you, depending on how you set up your fiscal calendar, it's the first quarter of your fiscal year. Some of you are looking at this year and going, oh man, I hope it's as good a year as it was last year. Some of you are looking at this year and saying, I hope it's a whole lot better than it was last year. But I guess what I'm here to say is hope is not a strategy. And so we're going to talk, today about some things that you can do to grow your business. And so our goal for, most of us is about growth. And so we're going to get into, that today in terms of discussion. So here's what I want to cover with you today. I want to talk a little bit about what growth is and why it's important. I want to talk about the 5 drivers of growth. And yes, there are only 5. And then today I will only focus on one of those categories just with the limited amount of time that we have in this. I'm going to talk about the specific things to do to create unlimited interest in your product and services, and therefore unlimited leads on demand for your business. So let's get started. David went into a little bit, but for many of you don't know who I am. So you're probably thinking, what qualifies this guy to tell me about what works in growing my business? And primarily, it's the depth and diversity of the experiences that I've had and my passion and commitment to delivering solutions that get things done and that drive results. And that's been my superpower throughout all of my career. And then that's fueled my success. In terms of depth and diversity of experience, as David alluded to, I've worked for some of the biggest Fortune 100 corporations, including PepsiCo, International Paper, Eastman Kodak, Citigroup. Some of you in other parts of the world know it better as Citibank, JP Morgan Chase. I've also been an entrepreneur, owning and operating my own 15-location restaurant business and consulting practice, as well as real estate and short-term boarding businesses. I've had a diversity of industries that I've worked in: chemical processing operations, parts manufacturing, equipment assembly, retail restaurants, retail banking, investment services, IT, and then as a consultant and guide in terms of my practice. I've been in a diversity of business phases: startups, turnarounds, transformations, declining ops or business units that were looking to grow. I've been in the diversity of functions and responsibilities, having responsibility for capital projects, manufacturing management, operations management, sales and business development, process development, R&D, business unit performance, P&L management, and executive leadership, for some of those organizations as well. But in addition, a diversity of geography. So I've worked at the local unit for leadership, meaning in the territory or region area. I've had market and domestic leadership, so on a national basis. And then I've had global leadership, both in operations and in business unit leadership. But in addition, a diversity of perspectives. I mean, I've been both a doer and an educator. So I also have 12 years of experience as an adjunct professor for some local colleges here in the New York City area. And in terms of my passion and commitment for results and delivering results, grew a retail restaurant operation from 10 units to over 46 units, reversed 2 years of declining sales for a thermal imaging product in less than 6 months, grew sales and profits for a retail banking business at 2 times the rate of the overall business organization, and reversed an 8-year decline in sales trend for the restaurant operation that I told you that I purchased and operated as an owner. So quite a few experiences in both diversity in terms of results. But the net of all of that is I know business, and I know the business of business, from all perspectives. And so because I know the business of business, I can know your business. Not that I've worked in it and that specifically, but all businesses work the same. And it's important that I tell you that I'm going to use those experiences that I've had to be able to relate to you the things that work and that work for you, that will work for me, that work for companies like PepsiCo, et cetera. So let's get going in this. Let's first talk about what is growth. And as a professor, I used to ask my students, the first day of class, what is the objective of business? And for most folks, and if I asked you, you'd probably give me the same answer that most of my students said. And it was something to the effect of the objective of business to make money, or to make a profit, or something to that effect. To take care of my family, to sell more stuff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I told them, and I'll tell you, that's wrong. That's not the objective of business. The objective of business is not to make a profit. The objective of business is to meet the needs of customers, and we can't get it twisted. We can't get it wrong. That's it. So now profit, revenue, all of those other things are important as metrics. Revenue, for example, is a measure of how well the business is meeting that need. And profit is a measure of how long the business will be able to meet that need and how many customers it'll be able to do that for. So it's not that money's not important, but it's important as a metric. It's not the objective. It is not the goal in and of itself. So our customers or target market have one of two possible pain points or problems. One is either a problem that they have that they don't want, or some benefit that they want that they don't have. Our objective is to make sure we are resolving those pain points. Our revenue will therefore grow the better we get at solving that problem or providing that benefit. And as profits grow, we have the ability to serve more and more of those customers, and the ability to serve those customers for a longer period of time. So growth and profit allows us to do the thing that we are passionate about, that inspired us from the very beginning to start or to buy our business, and to do that for more people and for a longer time. So that's why growth is important. How do we achieve it? That's the next question, and what we all struggle with each and every day. How do I get my business to be bigger and bigger and bigger to serve more and more folks? And most small businesses grow at the rate of GDP or gross domestic product. Basically, they grow as the national economy grows of whatever country you're in. So they will grow or they will decline as the national economy grows or decline. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not interested in having my growth depend on whatever happens to everyone else. And if I want it to be in more of my own control, then I need to look at, well, what do I need to do to make that happen? And so if you're in that same position, I want you to understand here, we're going to talk about, here's what we need to do to make sure our business grows independent of what everyone else does, that our business thrives independent of what every other person's business does. So here's some concepts I'm going to talk about today as a part of this conversation. One is the Pareto rule. Second is experimental design. The third is continuous improvement. Some of these you may have heard before, be aware of, be familiar with, maybe even use yourself in your business. I use these because my undergraduate degree is in engineering. So I follow science, have a technical understanding and appreciation, but I also have an MBA in human resource management and operations. And so I use these understood these concepts from some of my earlier work, and I use them in the way that I work with my clients. The Pareto rule, for example, was developed by an Italian economist back in the 1890s, who observed that 80% of tax revenues came from 20% of the population. So he was looking to see if he could apply this to other situations and scenarios, and lo and behold, he found out that that was true. That was accurate. And so, we come to know this as the 80-20 rule. 80% of the effects that we're looking at or looking for are determined from 20% of the efforts. I call it the trivial many versus the vital few. This also applies in business. So for our businesses, we tend to spend 20% of our time on the things that result in 80% of our revenue and profits. I'll say it again. We tend to spend 20% of our time on the things that drive 80% of our revenue and profits. But on the converse, we spend 80% of our time on those things that only result in 20% of our revenue and profits. So we're spending the majority of our time on the things that deliver the least results, the trivial many. And why do we do this? Often it's for what I call firefighting or rat killing. We're running around fighting fires and killing rats, things that seem important, may be important, may not, may be critical, may not. But here's what they definitely are not. They definitely are not drivers of revenue or profits. An example, I have employees. I have HR, payrolls to make and HR policies that have to be complied with, et cetera. I do that because it's important and critical. It, however, I don't want to get it wrong, is not going to grow my business. If you are in some kind of investment business, compliance to SEC regulations or whatever the regulations are for your country or market, et cetera, are important and critical and must be complied with. But compliance to those do not grow your business. So it's important that those things get done. But as a business owner, the driver of the business, the one responsible for growth, you need to make sure that you're spending 80% of your time on the things that drive 80% of your growth, your revenue, your profits. And so if we spend more of our time on the things that are truly critical to improving our business, we'll find exponential, explosive growth in our business. So what are the things that are 80% or that drive 80% of the results? What are those 20% of the things? The concept of experimental design, comes from science and research that just says, hey, we're going to find out what are the drivers, the critical factors, for cause and effect of specific outcomes or specific effects. Within business, we've identified that there are five things that all growth comes from, and we need to make sure we're doing these few things at a high level of execution and performance if we're about making money and having our business grow. What are those five things? Clear this. More leads, higher conversion, more transactions, higher prices, and lower costs, more efficiency. So we need to generate more leads. We need to convert more of those leads to actually paying customers. Each of those customers, we want to get to do more transactions with us, get a deeper relationship with them, and increase our value proposition to them so that we are able to charge a higher price because we're providing a higher value. And then last but not least, improve our operations so they're more efficient and therefore reduce our costs so more of those revenues go to the bottom line. That's it. Now, I'm only going to be able to talk today about one aspect of that. I'm going to talk about creating more leads. And I call it having unlimited leads on demand for our business. We all know how important leads are. They're the lifeblood. They're the lifeblood of any and every business. You can't have more sales if you don't have more leads. And so for many of you, you're getting no responses to your current marketing or your current posts. And when you place an ad, Google ad, Facebook ad, for those of you who might be using, old school newspapers, or whether you're posting something on your Instagram, et cetera, and you're saying nobody's engaging, nobody's responding. Why is that? Well, the answer is simple. The answer is because you're not saying anything that your target market wants to hear. Now that sounds harsh, but that's just the reality. If it's something they wanted to hear, they would be responding. They'd be saying, go get them. That's great. Tell me more. How do I get some? Any of those kinds of responses, but there's crickets, nothing. So it's clearly either that it's not getting through or it doesn't resonate, is not of importance to them. And so what we need to be looking at is, all right, well, what do we need to do different? If it's not important to them, if we're not saying anything important to the target market, what are we doing? Well, often we're filling all of our marketing with what I call gobbledygook stuff, things that mean nothing, and that everyone else and anyone else can say and do say. We say things in our marketing like, "Oh, we've got 20 years of experience, 20 years in the business. We have the best prices in town. We have friendly and caring staff." Blah 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 blah. All of those things anybody else can say and will say. Who is going to possibly say we have a nasty, rude staff? Come do business with us. No one. They're always going to say we have a friendly, caring staff, the best trained people, even if it's not true. But if everyone can say it and everyone does say it, then how does a customer, how does someone in your target market differentiate you from them? The only way they can is then by price. Then you become a competitor only based on price, and the lowest price will win. And that's not the business that we want to be in. That's not why we got into business. That's not having not only good business management techniques and skills, but it's an indication that our marketing is fundamentally flawed and wrong and needs to change. So the key to getting more leads is better marketing. And good marketing is fundamentally about three things: targeting the right market with the right message and using the most effective media. So again, only those three things: targeting the right market with the right message and using the most effective medium. Now, what does targeting the right market mean? It's basically meaning finding out those whose pain points will be resolved best by what makes us unique. And there's lots of ways to do that. And it's detailed in terms of how we do that and how we get to what are their pain points, what are the problems that they have that they don't want, and what are the benefits that they want that they don't have. We need to get at the heart of that in detail so that we understand it. That helps us understand what they're thinking, what they want, when they want it, why they want it. So what kind of language do they use? When will they want this so that we can make sure it's available? All of those kinds of things. What are their economic or financial situations that will then affect what pricing that we can offer or should offer, or what value they're going to find the services or the products that we're providing. All of that goes into targeting the right market, making sure we're speaking to those who want and need what it is that we deliver, and that we're good at delivering. Well, what's the right message? Well, the right message really is about also three things. First, have something good to say. And what does it mean by saying having something good to say? What can I say about me, or in your case, what can you say about your business that you do well that no one else can say about them and their business? And what can I say about me that they can't say that I do well that is relevant to my target market's problem or pain points? And what I want to be able to do is connect those two things. And in all my work with my clients, one of the things that comes crystal clear with almost everyone is they're not clear on what truly makes them unique, what truly makes them better than everyone else, or what makes them different from everyone else. They will talk about the things that they've heard in other ads, but they don't really understand for themselves what's truly unique about them that is relevant to the pain point that that client, that target market, that customer, future customer or prospect has and that they want to resolve. So I talk about creating what is a market dominating position statement, a unique selling point, often called a market differentiation. It's not a platitude. So when we say things like, we have the best customer service, we have the best employees, we have over X number of years experience, those are platitudes. Things that, again, everyone can say, and therefore no one responds to. So in addition to having something good to say, we want to say it well. Use the conversion equation, or what I call a conversion equation. All of our marketing needs to have this format. We need to, interrupt the thought and conversation that's going on in their head about their problems, their pain points. We need to engage them so that they can get the promise of the desired outcomes that they want. We need to educate them about what we're going to do that's going to provide value, and then we need to make an offer that is compelling. I call your Godfather offer, the offer that they can't refuse. And when we've created that kind of marketing message and communication, we then just need to say it often. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So that becomes the foundation of having a good marketing communication messaging that's going to allow you to then, generate inquiries, allow you to connect with those who are out there in your target market, to make them want to reach back out to you to get more information about your products and services. So, David, how are you?
I'm great, brother. I love this vast amount of knowledge that you're showcasing, and you're giving people, the nuggets that they need to be implementing in their business. And that's even more importantly why they need to be, joining forces with you and joining your community, especially the grandfather offer, right? A lot of the times what we find, is that people are great at the actual transition, right? At the training and what they do, but they're not great at the transaction part and showcasing their business and asking for the business, and really that conversation when it does come to, hey, sign here and here, and or having that upfront conversation. So you are spot on, brother, with that. Is there anything else that you wanted to share, with the folks, before we continue with our questions?
No, really, we can get into some of the questions, and I think we'll probably cover a whole lot more in terms of what's going to be impactful for them. But as you said, it's really about understanding the business of business. Your business, which is maybe construction or plumbing or web design or whatever that might be. But there's also process and procedures around the business of business that don't change, for whatever business. So
yeah. So I always like asking this question, right? Mm-hmm. What had you, especially with all these major positions that you mentioned beforehand that you had, what made you start your business? Tell us that story, that day. What was that day like?
Well, it wasn't a day. I always knew that I wanted to do something on my own. And so, and that goes way back, to when I was in high school. I wanted to be the guy, wanted to, either manage very high up in someone else's organization, run the show, or wanted to have my own. So that I always knew. But it came to a point, I had a lot of success in terms of, my career with the Fortune 50s. And I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to make the big guy bigger anymore. That it's been a career, 15 years worth, moving my way up, executive leadership, as an engineer, manufacturing design, yada, 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 getting to a point. And I just said, quite frankly and bluntly, I don't want to do this. I don't want to make them bigger. I want to go out and find how I can help small business owners live their dream, get their business to be bigger and achieve their, entrepreneurial goal. So I wanted to give them access to someone with my skills and experiences that they didn't normally have access to, so that they could, make those things happen.
So spot on, and I remind people that, when we talk about a job, it's just obey the boss, right? Or just over broke. And that's really, the mindset that I also got to, that I was, out there, making sales for this organization and building the actual community and building that, relationship with the client. And my bosses were never there to be seen. And I'm like, hold on. I can do this on my own because I am the value. I am the money, right? I am, the business, and people are doing business with me. I just have this title over my name. And not only that, when you do get into corporations and you do talk to, some of these big wigs, it's like, I know this better than you do, right? And it's just being able to have the systems in place.
And for me, it was, again, I was very fortunate. I had, great success, moved, up a lot, but it also came to a point where, it's your values are at conflict. I was having, great success, and I managed every responsibility I had is like, this is my business. Boom. So I do it. Somebody didn't like it. They're going to have to, the better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Got to do. Okay. Do you want the results back? No. We'll keep the results. Okay. That's great. But for me, it was, more and more times where the values are at conflict. This is not the way I think clients or customers should be treated, to have, big impact, or this is strategically what we need to be doing to grow the business. And somebody else was more conservative. Let's not try. And so it's like, this for me was my time to go out and say, this is the way I believe businesses need to be run and helped and assisted so that, they can thrive, et cetera. And I want to help those folks who are smaller, who had that dream, make that happen.
Yeah, I love that. And what have you found to be the greatest, challenge or opportunity, you face in your business?
Well, actually, the greatest challenge for any business is probably the same. The biggest issue for small businesses is almost always cash flow and access to capital, hands down. Now, that's living hand to mouth. Often having difficulty getting approval for funding that they need for their business to grow and to thrive, et cetera, et cetera. That is probably the biggest issue consistently across the board, and why businesses fail. However, because now all folks say, see, it's not my fault. I need money. No. However, ineffective marketing communication with your target market is the reason, not a reason, is the reason they have challenges with cash flow. It is the reason that they can't drive sufficient profits to be their own source of capital to fund their growth. And so let me explain a little bit. Not being able to connect with your prospects reduces your leads coming into your business. If you can't connect and communicate with them properly because you don't know what they really want, and so therefore you're not creating messages, you're not getting leads, they're not going to be converted to paying customers, you're not getting revenue. And therefore you're going to have fewer profits. But also, if you're not connecting, then you don't know what they really want and need, and so you can't provide a good value proposition. So your pricing is going to go up. All the people who discount constantly, worst strategy, horrible strategy. Never use it. If you don't know why, contact me and I'll tell you exactly why. Never, ever, ever use discounting. Okay, somebody's going to come up with an example. Yes, if you're starting off a new product in a new market, there may be a small avenue and reason for that, but in general, no. So for me, yes, it is about access to capital, cash flow, but that all starts with are you aware and understanding who your client or prospect is, your target market is, what they want, and are you effectively communicating with them and serving them well? Revenues will come from that, profits will come from that. Most of your cash issues go away.
Absolutely, brother. We remind people of that all the time. To be able to know who your target audience is and what they like, what they do, their demographics, their professionalism, right. What are the other products that they utilize? Where are the places that they're at? And, as we continuously share with you guys all, the average age of the world is 30 years old. And so are you being able to not only, critique to that generation to have a longer generation of your business going, but where are your current clientele now? And are you marketing and strategy and finding the things that, most are important to them? What keeps them up at night, and what are the things that, you can be able to provide for them? And so right. That's absolutely spot on, especially when we talk about capital, especially as we talk about, utilizing this AI, utilizing metaverse, utilizing all these new things that new businesses or should I say businesses now have to be able to understand that the old ways of doing business is not the new way of doing business, and we have to be able to move forward. Right. And so, you talk, and you discuss the importance of marketing for your business. Why is that so critical? Because I know I love this topic, but why do so many businesses get this wrong?
So first, what most business owners have learned, been told, or believe about marketing just flat is wrong. So they often think marketing is advertising. And, part of marketing is advertising. But it's what we say to potential customers and clients that get them to buy stuff is advertising. That's it. That's all it is. What we say to them to get them to buy stuff. So if you confuse that with being marketing, or you make that synonymous with marketing, the whole thing is going to fall apart. And for this reason, right now, only 1% of, I don't care what market you're in, only 1% of those folks are in buying mode right now. 99% of them aren't. So if all your messaging is about those 1% who are going to buy, you're not talking to the rest of the 99% of your market. Who is? Somebody is, or somebody will, or somebody might. But if you're not going to get, any connection and resonation with them. So the reality is that, now buyers 1%, that means 99% of them are future buyers. You're not communicating with them. We need to create a strategy for how we're going to communicate with them and to keep them engaged with us so that we can start building authority with them, that we build credibility and knowledge, but they start feeling connected with us. So when they become now buyers, they think, I'm going to go with David because he gets me. He understands.